Now, a fascinating dance-inspired art collection by Swedish Professor Hager and his wife, Indian dancer Lilavati, is being shown at an exhibition in London this week. The Mr. and Mrs. Dance couple met after Professor Hager invited a Ram Gopal dance troupe to perform in Sweden. Lilavati was a member of the group. Well, they fell in love and in their years together amassed a fascinating art collection. Lilavati was the grandniece of now this is always going to catch me out, Abanindranath Tagore, and loved Krishna and Indian art. Professor Hager was a leading European impresario who was more influenced by Chinese and Japanese art. Their collection consists of principally works from India, China and Japan. Highlights include a monumental Thai bronze Buddha head dated to circa 1500 and a vibrant Chinese silk robe worn by the renowned Peking Opera singer Mei Lanfang. Well, with me in the studio are two art consultants, Kristina, Sanne and Grundberg, who have organised the Dance and the Divine exhibition in London. Thanks ever so much for joining us here on This Day Live. Quite a unique collection, this, wouldn't you say?
It really is quite a special collection, principally because it's been accumulated by these two distinct characters. Lilavati, who came from India, and Hager, who was a Swede, and then they joined forces and built this collection with all their dance interests at the core.
You sort of created a catalogue that sort of highlights kind of the best bits. Is it about telling their story, or is it just sort of looking at, you know, what they wanted to do with their collection, just sort of like gather the bits that they love to see?
Well, we wanted to put the whole collection into a context and give it a background, and there's such a sheer variety of works and paintings from this collection, very much inspired by her passion for dance and her religious interest in Hinduism. Of course, his interest as well in theatre and dance. We have masks, we've got paintings depicting dancers, we've got a beautiful Buddha head, which is a spiritual work. Hence, we called the collection The Dance and the Divine, to cover these two areas. Because
that was their joint passion. The sort of the art seemed to come later, from what I can tell.
I think they accumulated art as they went along. He also inherited a number of pieces through his family that formed the base, and that's perhaps where some of the Japanese prints come from. And then through their travels, dance-inspired travels abroad to China, to America, and throughout Europe, they collected things on their way.
And then when they were sort of in Sweden, they were big movers and shakers in sort of social circles, should we say. What sort of people did they get to know?
Well, they knew all the main dancers of the time. Baryshnikov, Margot Fonteyn, Martha Graham, all these great dancers of this era were friends and connections of theirs. So they were very plugged into what was happening in the dance scene.
It must have been a fantastic time for them. Now, we've brought out, I don't know if we can show you this, we've got this fantastic robe here in the studio. This is this Peking Opera robe. What's the story behind that? I sort of alluded to it moments ago, I think.
Well, this is quite an extraordinary robe. As you can see, it's silk on yellow ground, and there's rather beautiful reeds and flowers and lotuses and cranes in flight. There's a lot of detail to this robe. It was worn by the most famous Peking opera singer, Mei Lanfang. It dates to around circa 1930. It's Chinese, obviously. But inside we discovered that there was this whole inscription in Chinese. It wasn't obvious through the son exactly how it was given to the parents, but through this inscription we discovered that it was a personalized inscription dedicated to the Hagers themselves with a date, 1957, and this inscription was indeed written by Mei Lanfang himself as a gift to the Hagers in gratitude for helping them promote his opera, his very unusual style of opera, because he used to sing female roles in a very high-pitched voice, which became a very popular opera mood. They were called the Dans.
So the Mate is a genuine, amazing sort of piece of work. But yeah, I mean, this is slightly odd because it's a saleable collection. Am I right in thinking?
Yeah.
So this is all up for sale.
It's all for sale.
It is.
So why? It's not like a traditional exhibition where you just sort of create and curate something for people to look at and enjoy. Why is it being sold off? Is it just probate, if you like?
No, the son who inherited the pieces doesn't have the space for them. He also wants more people to appreciate the history behind the pieces and his parents.
So essentially this is the last time people will be able to see this whole collection together.
Yeah.
Who do you think this collection will appeal to, both as people who want to go and see the pieces and maybe want to procure a piece themselves?
Well, people interested in dance, in Indian works of art, in exquisitely created pieces. I mean, they are beautiful. A lot of them are really beautifully made.
There are pieces that are made that are good for a museum institution, such as the Buddha head and the silk robe. There are pieces that are decorative for people's walls, and the prices start from around £100 and go up all the way to
positively reasonable.
Absolutely.
Quite a spectrum. Some many thousands of pounds, some of the pieces.
Yeah.
How much is up for sale? How much will we perhaps never see?
We've got about 90 or 100 pieces that we're selling. And these are the main items in the collection. There are a few additional works.
So the son's kept one or two pieces for
mementos.
himself. How long is the exhibition running for? Where can people go to see it?
It's on until the 17th of June, which is next week. And we will be there every day up till then.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Some fantastic pieces to look at. Good luck with the sale and whatever you guys are up to next. Thanks for joining us on This Day Live.